Maski tanungin niyo si Sir Bato ngayon kung saan siya. Never nakabigay si Senator Bato na sa akin ng ₱1 since sa pag-upo niya nakasama kami. Never. Lalo na yung reward, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Kaya siyempre, sikreto na yon. Bakit hindi ako pagbigyan? Hindi ako binigyan niya ng legal na suporta naman lang. Na pagbigyan ako na, Joby, may pampliti mo na lang ng pang-airplane. Magpunta ako ng Krame, Your Honor, that's the truth. Pero nadali din ako sa pagdala ni Kerwin ng pangalan ko na kami daw, ako daw ang dahilan na makilala niya si Dayan. At the time, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, nagvoluntary ako pagbigay sa Senate ng cellphone ko. Na ma-check lang na may number si Dayan sa cellphone ko. Resign ako kaagad.
Former Senator Laila de Lima earlier said, address to Colonel Espinido, magsabi ka ng totoo. May I ask to the Colonel Espinido, ano ba ang ibig sabihin ni former Senator Laila de Lima na magsabi ka ng totoo?
Your Honors, Mr. Chair, halata naman no na na-dismiss niya yung kaso niya na parang sinabi niya talaga na inosente siya. Sa akin naman nung mag-umpisa, sa Senate pa lang, sinabihan ko na the truth will set her free. Because I believe na ganun lang talaga ang nangyari kay ma'am. When in fact, I talked personally kay Mayor Espinosa at the time na nagdala na siya ng testimony niya from Camp Crame na mag-turnover sa akin na ang masabi lang niya, nagkita lang doon sila sa Baguio. So, sa akin as Chief of Police at dati investigator, hindi man kadali ganon na mag-file tayo ng complaint sa isang dala lang ang pangalan. Kaya, I doubt at first na talagang hindi totoo yon. Pero as Chief of Police na mag-file lang ng complaint, endorsement doon sa department, sa institution na yun ang talagang papuntahan, hanggang doon lang ako. No? But as I've said, na I doubt, kaya nagsabi ako sa kanya na the truth will set her free. And when in fact, kinamayan ko si ma'am right after sa Senate ko natandaan ni ma'am, pinuntahan ko siya na naghingi ako ng sorry. Sorry talaga ma'am, but the truth will set you free. Doon lang sa akin, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Can I say something, Your Honor? If I may.
Congressman Teves.
Former Senator Laila de Lima, ma'am, yun po ba ang gusto mong ipaalam o gusto mong mangyari na sabihin, ano ba talaga po ang gusto mong sabihin kay Colonel Espinido na magsabi siya ng totoo?
Senator.
Okay. Nasagot na ho niya ng konti, partially, yung gusto ko sanang marinig sa kanya. Na sinasabi niya na the truth shall set you free. Yes, nasabi niya po sa akin yan. So ang ibig pong sabihin noon ay yung mga sinabi nila noon during the Senate inquiry ay hindi totoo. Ayaw lang niyang aminin. Ang gusto ko po sana na marinig sa kanya, yung sinabi ni Mr. Kerwin Espinosa during the last hearing na kinausap silang tatlo ni then PNP Chief Bato de la Rosa, now Senator, na ayusin yung mga testimonya nyo para nagkakatugma-tugma. Although I think Colonel Espinido will remember na kahit nga ganun na yung kanilang naging guidance or instruction from then PNP Chief Bato de la Rosa, hindi pa rin naging tugma yung kanilang mga sinabi during the Senate inquiry. Kasi in the first place, yung kilala ba ni Mr. Espinido, si Ronnie Dayan, kilala ba ni Kerwin Espinosa, si Ronnie Dayan, sinasabi na, sabi ni Kerwin Espinosa, na-meet daw niya si Mr. Ronnie Dayan through Colonel Espinido. Pero alam niya po yan, alam niya ni Colonel Espinido na hindi po totoo yan. Yung sinasabi about yung nagkita sa Burnham Park, yung pinakita po nilang supposed evidence of my alleged involvement in the illegal drug trade of Mr. Kerwin Espinosa ay yung picture na yan na pinapakita na mukha ngang nasa Burnham Park. Ang mukha ngang nagkita kami doon o na whatever, yung hindi ko alam kasi hindi ko naman siya kilala nung minute ko siya o na-meet ko sa Burnham Park kasi ang dami pong nagpapapicture doon. So the first time that I saw Mr. Kerwin Espinosa was nung nag-appear na siya sa Senate inquiry. Yun po sana yung gusto kong malinawan sa kanya. Tama ba yun? Sinabi ni Kerwin Espinosa na actually kinausap silang tatlo para maging tugma-tugma yung kanilang script.
Mr. Chair, may I ask Colonel Espinido to respond sa sinabi ni former Senator De Lima. Kasi unang-una, sa nakikita ko po na pag-uusap ngayon, parang lumalabas, isa po sa mga players, si Colonel Espinido sa pagkakakulong ni Senator De Lima. Dahil yung mga, as a chief of police, tama po kayo, nagbe-base po kayo sa mga testimonya. Pero, ibig sabihin, alam nyo, yung testimonya ng mga binibase nyo is may kunting mali na hindi tama. Dahil, bakit kayo kakausapin ni Senator De La Rosa, the former Chief PNP, na hindi tugma-tugma ang inyong mga testimonya kung hindi kayo bumubuo ng isang kwento?
Thank you, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Ang una, sinabihan ako ni General Bato na involved ng drugs, tumatanggap kay Kerwin before the Senate. Nung sa Senate na, hindi na ako nirecognize ni Kerwin na nakatanggap ng 20,000. Even in his affidavit, dalawa, wala ako o hindi ako nakasali. And tatlong senator natandaan ko na nag-cross sa kanya na nagsasabi nga siya na si Sir Espinido, hiningian ko ng bank account but ang reply, Bible verse lang. Okay na yon. Pero nadali din ako sa pagdala ni Kerwin ng pangalan ko na ako daw ang dahilan na makilala niya si Dayan. At the time, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, nagvoluntary ako pagbigay sa Senate ng cellphone ko. Na ma-check lang na may number si Dayan sa cellphone ko. Resign ako kaagad. Wala na, nag-wave na ako kaagad, walang abogado, sinabi ko. Kasi hindi yun makapagtanggi tayo or makapagsinungaling kung nandyan talaga ang cellphone ni Dayan sa cellphone ko. Kung kilala kami ni Dayan, talagang may number ako sa kanya. Doon na nagsalita ang Senate na nagsasabi tayo ng totoo. Kasi bakit matakot tayo, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na totoo man ang sinabi ko na never din na si Senator Bato, si dati Chief PNP Bato, na magsabi sa akin na okay, yon ang ginawa nyo tatlo, gawin nyo tatlo para magkakaisa yung testimony. Hindi kasi hindi ako sang-ayon lahat kung ano ang isabi sa akin ng senior officer ko. As long na legal yan, okay sa akin. Makikita naman, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na ako sinali nga. And I am one also a victim sa sali-sali lang sa lista ng drugs. Nilagyan pa ng high value target si Espinido. So, kaya ako magsasabi din na siguro yung mga lista hindi totoo yun kasi ako nga biktima sa mga sinungaling nilagay ni Senator Bato. Thank you, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, hindi kaya nilagay yung pangalan mo dahil hindi ka na sumusunod sa gusto nila sa bandang huli?
That's one of the reasons, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Ilan po ba ang napatay nyo nung panahon sa war on drugs?
Sa war on drugs sa Albuera, ni isang namatay sa Albuera. Sa Ozamis, sa 2 taon ko may siyam. Sa 2 taon. Sa Bacolod, never ni isa na namatay sa war against illegal drugs. Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Ilan ang nakuha mong reward?
Kung reward lang, matandaan ko, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, kasi may resolution ang Ozamis, si Mayor Aldong Paruhinog at the time, na kung may makahuli ang pulis ng isang malaking drug pusher, may 100,000 na ibigay from the local government unit. So nakakuha kami ng 600,000. Nakatanggap together with the presence of the SILG, MILG, na nandoon na ako ang tumanggap ng pera at saka plaque of appreciation na nakahuli tayo ng worth of 600,000 ang binigay ng local government unit sa PNP ng Uzamis, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, di ba pinag-uusapan natin yung reward system na sinabi ni Colonel Garma? Di ba sabi niyo may napatay kayong mga sawar on drugs? Ang tanong ko ngayon, ilan yung galing sa nasyonal na pera ang natanggap mo para sa war on drugs? Hindi yung galing sa lokal.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, siguro sa Uzamis, to tell you the truth, no? Maski tanungin niyo si Sir Bato ngayon kung saan siya. Never nakabigay si Senator Bato na sa akin ng ₱1 since sa pag-upo niya nakasama kami. Never. Lalo na yung reward, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, kaya siyempre, sikreto na yun. Bakit hindi ako pagbigyan? Hindi ako binigyan niya ng legal na suporta naman lang. Na pagbigyan ako na, Joby, may pampliti mo na lang ng pang-airplane. Magpunta ako ng Krama, Your Honor, that's the truth. Yun na nangyari.
Thank you
Your time
very
is
much,
up,
Mr. Chair.
Congressman Teves. Your time is up.
Thank you.
Please wrap up. Okay, thank you, Congressman Teves. So the last interpellator before we shift to another resource person for today is Congresswoman Arlene Brosas. You have 10 minutes.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Very, very short lang, Mr. Chair. I have two questions, Mr. Chair. The first one is for Senator Laila de Lima. Yung RA 9851 po, may prosecution na ba dito niyan?
Mr. Chair, Your Honors, as far as I know, there's none yet.
Yan. Kaya nyo po minimension yung RA 9851 ay sa pagkakaalam ko because of the Section 17, tama?
Yes, one of those. Yes.
Oo. In the interest of justice, the relevant Philippine authorities may dispense with the investigation or prosecution of a crime punishable under this act if another court or international tribunal is already conducting the investigation or undertaking the prosecution of such crime. Instead, the authorities may surrender or extradite suspected or accused persons in the Philippines to the appropriate international court, if any, or to another state pursuant to the applicable extradition laws and treaties. So yun po, parang dahil doon, maaari ito ang maging legal basis para yung akusado ay pwede talagang ma-extradite. And we'll go through the process of the ICC.
Yes, although as you said, maaari, because the law, the provision speaks of may. So it's not something that is mandatory. So it all depends on the relevant Philippine authorities kung gusto nilang gawin yun.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, yung second question ko po ay kay Attorney Maria Cristina Conti. Attorney, Mr. Chair, yung gusto nating malaman, bakit yung mga biktima, they would want na sa ICC magsampa ng kaso? Bakit, 'di ba? Bakit kasi walang domestic case eh. So bakit 'yon ang pinili ng mga biktima?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. The timing of the filing of the complaint or the communications before the ICC is also one point to consider. We filed it in 2018 at the height of the Duterte administration and at the height of the killings. First, one of the reasons is that there's presidential immunity for domestic suits. Second, there is complicity of politicians and people in power. High officials were complicit in the crimes as suspected. And in fact, they even had officials in the IAS installed. Attorney Triambulo, whom I have identified as one of those appointed by Duterte, so that he could shield officials or police officers from liability. Also, there was security considerations. for the victims who may themselves be the subjects of tokhang operations. Politically, it was not conducive to file any criminal charges in the Philippines regarding the war on drugs at that time, because there was also a refusal of the government to consider this as a systematic attack on the people. Until today, actually, the investigation center on individual crimes, and that the working theory, I guess, for the Philippine government is that these are rogue police officers who just violated protocol. And so for us, in the interest of justice, as was mentioned, the ICC at that time was an effective remedy. This was also in the context of the killings of lawyers and judges who in any way was involved in any drug-related cases. Also logistically, and this is different from, well, this is logistically different from investigations in the Philippines. At the ICC, you file communications, and for the ICC at one point they said they received 53 communications. They tend to look at all these communications all together before starting with an investigation and eventually trial. In the Philippines, you would have to have built a case, and if there were many victims, they would have filed separate charges in different places, and it would be a nightmare to consider them all. So before the International Criminal Court, the Philippine situation is under review, and there is no case yet, but it is under one investigation for all acts of widespread and systematic killings, in the acts of murder and other inhumane acts, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think nakuha ko po yung gusto kong marinig doon kasi parang hindi talaga level playing field dito sa Pilipinas. And second, hindi pwedeng imbestigahan nila yung mga perpetrators, yung sarili nila. So, Mr. Chair, that's it. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you,
Chair.
Congresswoman
Mr. Chair.
Rosas.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair,
before we
very
go
quick.
to the other, can I just ask for clarification kito kay Candace Pinito, Mr. Chair?
Okay, you're recognized, Congressman Abante.
Colonel, it was under your watch na napatay si Mayor Navarro and Mayor Spinit and Mayor Parohinog, di ba?
Mayor Espinosa, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Pero nung napatay si Mayor Parahinog, sino ang station commander nun sa Osamis?
Ako ang sa Ozamis, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so
search
therefore-
warrant ng CIDG.
So therefore, nung panahon mo, napatay si Parohinog at si Navarro.
Hindi, si Navarro, si Mayor Espinosa yun, Mr. Chair.
Si Mayor Parohinog.
Si Mayor
ang
Parahinog
napatay.
ang sa Ozamis. Oo.
It was under your command at
Yes,
that time.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Oo. So yun nabigay sa iyo ng 600,000.
Si Kwan, hindi pa yun nangyari, Mr. Chair, yung pag-operasyon sa application sa search warrant kay Mayor Parohinog. Mga 4 months, 3 months, mag-umpisa ako sa Ozamis. Si Mayor Parohinog mismo, Mr. Chair, ang nagbigay ng reward sa mga
Okay.
nahuli.
Nung napatay si Mayor Parohinog, napatay siya under your watch, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Nakatanggap ka ba ng reward money?
Wala
Wala.
wala. Kay kasi din sa kay Mayor Parohinog, Mr. Chair, sa illegal possession of firearms at saka hindi application ko sa CIDG yon na
Alin yun?
CIDG ang applicant sa search warrant, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So
hindi sa akin.
Hindi drugs.
Hindi, sa illegal possession of firearms, Mr. Chair.
Ang inaano ko, nakakalito kasi nung napatay si Mayor Parahinog, ikaw ang station commander nung Ozamis, di ba?
Yes.
Oh, sa drugs
Mr.
din
Chair.
yun, correct?
Ang sa kay Mayor Parohinog, sa title sa search warrant, hindi sa drugs, Mr. Chair.
Ay, hindi. So, sinong nag-utos sa'yo na patayin si Mayor Parahinog?
Hindi naman nag-utos, Mr. Chair, sorry to say that because first, ang applicant, ang officer responsible sa implementation ng search warrant ay ang CIDG. As Chief of Police ng Ozamis, nag-assess kasi area ko ang target, no, yung si Mayor Paruhinog. So nagkataon na kami ang nandyan assign, so sinama ng CIDG as applicant ng kuan ng search warrant, Mr. Chair.
At nanlaban si Paruhino kaya napatay.
Oh, doon sa implementation kasi nabiruan may natamaan din kami, investigator ko, Mr. Chair, sa first burst of fire ng pagpunta na namin sa bahay. That is a simultaneous for 6 na search warrant na na-implement doon sa Paruhinog na
Hindi ba
siblings.
si Mayor Navarro napatay din?
Si Navarro namatay sa Cebu yun,
Cebu.
Mr. Chair. Oh, sa Bacolod na ako na-assign.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yun lang.
Thank you, Congressman Abante.
Mr. Chair.
Congresswoman Jinky Luistro.
Very quick.
Very quickly.
I was listening to the interpellation of the Honorable Teves, and I want to clarify for the record the answers of Colonel Espinido. Colonel, were you the one who introduced Kerwin to Ronnie Dayan? Yes or no?
No, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Before the Senate investigation, have you personally known Senator Laila de Lima? Yes or no?
Yes,
How?
Your Honor. Na siya naging head ng CHR, Commission on Human Rights, when I was assigned in Leyte. Nagpunta pa nga si Ma'am sa Samar, kung natandaan niya, sa Samar. Pagkatapos, naging DOJ, Secretary, nag-run for senators, senator din si Ma'am.
In relation to her alleged involvement in drug operation, have you known Senator De Lima before the Senate investigation? Yes or no?
Sa drugs, hindi.
Yes or no?
No, Your Honor.
Before the Senate investigation, have you known Kerwin Espinosa? Yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
How?
That he is involved in illegal drugs together with his father.
But in relation to the alleged transaction with Senator Laila de Lima, have you known Kerwin Espinosa before the Senate investigation?
I don't know.
Yes
Your Honor.
or no?
No, Your Honor.
Before that Senate investigation, Colonel Espinido, in relation to the alleged involvement of Senator de Lima, have you known Ronnie Dayan?
No, Your Honor.
There's also a testimony coming from Kerwin Espinosa that you and him were instructed to talk with each other to make sure that your testimonies against Senator De Lima is consistent. Do you confirm this? Yes or no?
I confirm, Your Honor.
With your answers to my questions, Colonel Espinido, this afternoon, are you retracting all the testimonies that you gave against Senator De Lima during that Senate investigation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congresswoman Jinky.